everybody, welcome to Southern Latitudes. It is April 16th and I shouldn't be wearing winter clothes like this, but we've had a really cold snap after a lot of rain. It's still drizzling out today, and but Jack and I are using it to do a lot of transplanting. We removed a bunch of palm trees in the front and did some transplanting of the hibiscus and some other pentas and some other things. And just kind of, that's how we're spending our quarantine and isolation days. So anyhow, a few days ago, we made a squash testing video, taste testing, and I'd like to share that with you, okay? Look at all that beautiful bloom and squash. That squash down there's like 4 inches across. I am pretty certain that I am growing not only the patty pan squash, but last fall's pumpkins are here. I was wondering what that was. I thought maybe I dropped a packet of seeds. Look at that. That guy's perfectly round. And beyond that, see, there's some patty pans right there. Looks a little cross-pollinated, but that's okay. Then we come over here to my stash. It's awfully pumpkin-y. Those little bitty jack-o'-lanterns, I think that's what happened. And that's the Patison Golden Marbre Scalloped edge. And that's the Benning's Green Tint and Caserta. But look, I thought the first one was just a fluke, like it grew funny. And now I am consistently getting pumpkin shapes. So I believe that's what I got. So we're having a little quarantine fun at the house today, and we thought we would try the different squashes in the garden. So this was the Benning's Green Tint. Let me start that again. The Benning's Green Tint Patty Pan Squash is our first one up. And this is actually a Patison Golden Marbre Squash. So this is like a golden patty pan, but it looks a little cross-pollinated, but I'm not sure how. Maybe they just come that way with certain temperatures, because I did a lot of hand pollinating and I did not cross-pollinate. So it could have been a bee accident. And then we have Caserta squash. And then we have a Zephyr squash right here. That got a little oversized there in the garden. Sorry, I missed it. So, my dog. Did you see what he's doing? Being goofy. Anyhow, so I've already cut up the Benning's Green Tint patty pan, and we're gonna go ahead and cook them all the same way and see if we can decide which one we like better, or why we like each one better. Okay, so it's just me because my husband and son are camera shy. And so anyhow, okay, so the Bennings Green Tint Patty Pan squash is on the right, my right, your left, and the Golden Marbre Patison's yellow squash is on my left, your right. So as you can see, I know this one looks a little toastier and browner, you know, got a little better crunch on it. But I still like the presentation, even though you could have browned this a little bit more. I'd like it prettier with the green, and of course it's supposed to be more yellow, more golden, although most of them do turn out greenish on the outside. So I'm going to try this one first. So. Very good. It's as good as I remember last year, and I've been craving it all year, waiting for this year to roll around to have more squash, and that's just delicious. It has a bit of a nutty flavor, and I'm not sure how to explain it. It's like summer squash, but way better, like a whole depth of flavor that you don't get from a store one, even from just a yellow crooked neck or something like that, or straight squash, yellow squash. But I love the patty pan flavor. It's just, I don't know, I'm not a chef or anything, but it just feels more complex and more different, better. So here's the Bennings. This one's kind of big. Hold on. I let it go in the garden too long. It's good. That one didn't have a lot of salt to it. So hold on. Let me see if I can find one. Maybe I hit the salt more on another. Okay, that's better comparison. Also delicious, also very nutty, but it has I don't know, in my mind, it has a brighter taste to it, almost like a hint of a citrus in there, even though there was no citrus in the pan. So I like that too, but it's just lighter. It's like patty pan light, but still with a lot of flavor, just not. I'm making no sense. Okay, let me try this one again, make sure. No, there's definitely a way different flavor. I have an audience back there that you can't see, but they're kind of not really making fun of me, but just encouraging me. So this is definitely like the whole difference between grilled and something done on your stovetop. I mean, it's just completely different flavor there. I don't know, there's just more flavor to this one. I really like it. Yeah, okay, wait. Let me get a different piece again over here. For sure, this has more citrus flavor to it. This one tastes like it came off the grill, even though it didn't. So, both of them equally excellent. Love the squash. I highly recommend either one of the patty pans or any other patty pans out there. I'm sure they're all delicious. I just prefer this over yellow squash, summer squash, every day of the week and twice on Sunday. So, yeah. All right. Well, stay tuned for the next one, because we're going to do the Zephyr squash versus the Caserta squash. Okay. I am back. I decided not to make 2 parts, but just come right back and add on to the first video. And I cooked up the Caserta squash. Say that again. Caserta squash. 3 times the charm. Caserta squash. And which is not a real hype producer, but what came was really nice, you know, there, and I got a couple more out there on the vine. And then this is a Zephyr squash, which has also been my tried and true, and our family really seems to like that. So now that I can't remember what the Caserta tastes like last year, so this is it. Okay. It's good. It's good. Cooked the same way as all the other squash. That's why I didn't repeat showing that process. Zephyr squash right there. The camera decided to cut off on its own. But Jack and I both ate all of these. I messed up a little bit and I burnt the garlic powder somewhat on these. I was trying to put a crust on them, and I think it gave it a little bit of a slight burnt flavor. But I have to say the Caserta is way better than I didn't remember before. So it's actually a nice squash. I might not have the right zone for it. I might have too much heat, and so I don't get many of these. And the Zephyr was equally just as good. It was a little bit more slender. This is the Caserta is more like a zucchini look, and the Caserta has the yellow with the green bottom, or sometimes it's striped depending on the temperature and when it is starting to produce the fruit or the blooms. So I still like either one of those, but because of production, I probably will go with Zephyr squash again, although that Caserta was really nice. And the golden patty pan is just hands down the winner. Off camera, Jack said it too. He goes, they're both really nice, but hands down, that is the one he chose. The golden patty pan versus the Bennings Green Tint, which what used to be on this side before. So, yeah, anyhow, take it for what it's worth. It's just our opinion, just 2 cents worth. And I hope you'll try them all out because they're really beautiful in the garden, and kind of the neighbors are coming by going, what have you got going on? Because I don't ever grow hardly anything traditional. So thank you for stopping by. Thank you to all my new subscribers for joining my channel, and I hope you stick around and continue to watch my food forest grow. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye. I hope you enjoyed that. That was just a little fun we had while we were stuck in the house together. And I really did like that squash, and I'm going to eat some more tonight. But in the meantime, look what I found at the grocery store, some dahlias. So I'm going to figure out where to put those in. I'm pretty certain this is the same color or type that I had last year. So anyhow, I hope you guys are doing well through the quarantine and isolation or social distancing. I might never get used to saying that. I wish you guys all the best and take care, and I'll see you in the next one.